just heard news that will introduce significant changes to your work. You know that pit you're feeling in your stomach right now, that tightness in your chest? That's not weakness, it's wisdom. That's your body trying to tell you something. And in this video, I'm actually breaking down the science of those signals, of that data, and how they're inviting you to grow. Let's dive in. The reality of our emotions, us being emotional beings, is that these things are actually data, and they're here to inform us. It's like our internal GPS, right? They serve us as we move forward in the world. And they come from a portion of the brain called the amygdala, which is known as our primitive brain. Now, back in primitive times, these emotions serve to alert you when there's a saber-toothed tiger and you need to run, or when there's starvation and you need to feed yourself. But in today's world, it is to invite us into opportunity and still to signal when there's danger. But the reality is, in the workplace, we have trained our bodies to shut them down, to suppress them, to not listen to them because maybe they're gonna get in the way of that next promotion. I'm inviting you to actually open those back up and listen. It is precious data. Because the truth of the matter, when you're going through a lot of change, dynamic times, challenging times in modern day, you're really going through an opportunity to grow, to learn, and evolve. I firmly believe that at the red hot center of every change, every level of complexity, every disruption, every devastation, there's opportunity. And because today you're probably going through 19 different changes at once, that means opportunity is around every corner. And the best way to find that opportunity is to listen to your internal signal system, to listen to those emotions, especially the ones that you deem negative. Those are the ones that are pointing you to the areas where you have opportunity to grow, to learn, to connect, to let go of something that's no longer serving you, or where you really want to start spending your time so that you can get that next advancement. So it's so critical that we listen and fine-tune that internal system. Stop suppressing it, stop ignoring it. So I've just teed myself up perfectly, and intently so, to share about the mindset that I've brought to the world called change enthusiasm. This mindset is rooted in that signal system, in that data center that we have in our amygdala. It starts with what I call the signal. It's these really difficult emotions that you so often experience when trying to navigate change, when you're trying to do more with less, all the frustration, all the anxiety, the fear, the anger, the fatigue. These things are signals, and they're signaling you into that opportunity. That's the second step of the mindset. I am feeling frustrated. I am feeling fearful. It means somewhere, somehow, there's opportunity for me to grow in this moment. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a really big presentation to an executive team and you're feeling all kinds of anxiety. You're feeling all kinds of fear. I'm gonna mess this up. My leader's gonna be in the room. They're gonna see. So you're feeling all of that. That means that you care. It means that you care. Think about it. If you didn't feel any type of nerves, it means that you could probably care less how this presentation goes. But because you care about it, those emotions are waking you up. And it's the opportunity to shine, to show who you are, to show the work that you've been doing. So listen to them. Always it's inviting you into that moment to grow and to become better. So use them. And I'll tell you, as a professional speaker, I get to stand on stages all over the world speaking to thousands and thousands of people. And people always ask me, because I've been doing this for a while, Cassandra, do you ever get nervous before you go on stage? Every single time. Every time I get nervous. But what happens once I get on that stage and I say, "What it do, rock stars?" then that anxiety, that nervousness just melts into this incredible energy. And so it's like we have the power to use it first as a signal, as a guidepost, and then through the power of thought to transform that signature into fuel for growth. So that anxiety, that nervous energy, it's good energy. And then I just transform it into so much excitement and so much enthusiasm to be doing this thing that I'm meant to do. And you can do the same. And that's actually the third step of this mindset. It's the choice. Through the power of choice, we can transform that emotional energy into our fuel. That's the choice I make every time I stand on a stage, to allow that energy to transform into my excitement, into my engagement, into my enthusiasm and gratitude for being on that stage, for giving my all to every individual in that audience. And the same can be true for you. when you have an executive presentation, when you have something that you have to do at work that's inviting a lot of nerves, through the power of choice, recognize the opportunity that you have to shine, to showcase the work that you've been doing, that the team has been doing, and then choose to transform it. This presentation is going to go incredibly well. We're going to have amazing results, and choose to show up your best and your brightest. 3 steps: the signal, the opportunity, and the choice. Change, enthusiasm. Now, I do want to add before I close, the most difficult part of putting the mindset of change enthusiasm into practice, the most difficult part of using your emotional energy as this GPS, this internal data system, and it is recognizing the signals when they're there, being able to name them, and then being able to take that pause. Okay, what is this trying to tell me? That takes practice. Because otherwise, when you're not practiced, the energy will just flow, and oftentimes we act in anger. We act in frustration, or we act in fear without taking a beat. And so there's something that I call signal literacy. And it's about being able to recognize when a certain emotion is present in your body. What are the physiological cues that happen within my body? Like for me, when I'm either really pissed off or really frustrated, my heart will start beating. I'll actually start getting a little bit of sweat, and this thing happened was with my toes. My toes just start tapping, and probably my hands start moving too. That's when the energy is starting to animate my body. And I'm like, ooh, it's happening. I see my toe. My toe is moving. It means that frustration or anger or something is there in my body. So I take a beat. Okay, what is this here? What is happening around me? What did I just hear? What thoughts am I having? Give yourself some time to reflect. That's how you increase your signal literacy. You have to be in tune with your body. And so there's ways, of course, that you can practice this. The best way that I like to do it is to name the emotion, and then also, okay, here's what my body started doing. Here's where my mind went. And this is the behavior that I want it to do immediately, right? You can start kind of classifying so that when it happens again, you'll know, oh, the toe tap. Every time I'm mad, my toes tap, right? And so you'll have these cues on when the emotion is flowing. So the best thing that you can do is increase that signal literacy, but it takes effort and engagement from you, getting in tune with that body, getting in tune with your data processing center. So you have the best GPS of anyone. So before you go, I actually have a free gift for you, and it's very on pace, in tune with what we've just been talking about. I'm gifting you a free chapter of my book, Change Enthusiasm: How to Harness the Power of Emotion for Leadership and Success. This chapter is going to take you through that mindset, take you through those first steps, and start to inform you how you can put it into practice in your day-to-day. It's completely for free. Just follow the link below. I'm Cassandra Worthy, and until we meet again, keep rocking.